Hi everybody and good morning. So that is the 2019 Chevy Silverado Trail Boss, and in an upcoming episode I'm taking that truck up the hydro line into the mud, so make sure you keep coming back to the channel. But this episode is not about that lifted Chevy, this episode is about that lifted Chevy. Of course, that is Big Green, my 1985 Chevy K10, and in this video we're installing a brand new suspension lift. So right now it's got a 4-inch lift, but it's a block lift. I got a brand new lift thanks to Skyjacker suspension. It's a 4-inch lift. We have long travel leafs and brand new shocks to install. I can't wait to see what it does to the ride of this truck. Right now I've got a 2-hour drive ahead of me up to the shop where we're going to do the work. So what are we waiting for? Let's get started. Alright everybody, we're getting close now to the shop, so let me just talk a little bit before we start working about the truck. So it sits on a 4-inch lift now, so nothing is going to change sort of in terms of capability or styling. It's going to look the exact same, but what should change is the way it rides, and I'm excited to see how it changes. I'm hoping that it's going to be a nicer ride, a little softer, not quite as stiff, running over bumps and train tracks, stuff like that. But I'm not really sure what to expect yet. So I'm excited to get this suspension in there and see what happens. And then to add on top of that, I've never lifted a truck before. I've never done a suspension lift. Now the fact that it's already lifted is making it easy, and we're gonna have a proper hoist to work on. That's gonna make it even easier. But even still, I'm excited to crawl under and, you know, actually get my hands dirty and swap out this suspension today. So yeah, you know what, why don't we just do a clap cut to the shop and let's get working. So to the shop. And here we are in the shop. So there's the truck, there's Matthew. Say hi, Matt.
Hey guys.
So what we're doing is we're going to measure the ride height of the truck just to see if it actually makes a difference. In theory it shouldn't, but it's worth doing anyways.
So center line to the fender, 41 and
a half.
I'm terrible with imperial. Yeah, let's call it 100 and 105 and a half. 1055 mil.
Yeah, okay. So I popped the box here too, we can check the look. So there's all our bushings underneath. There's all the U-bolts. And then we got the big box down here on the floor, which is full of shocks. So there's our Black Max Skyjacker shocks, and then a couple new steering stabilizers. Alright, truck's up on a hoist now, so great chance to get under here and check everything out. So there's the blocks right there. There's some leftover mud from when we were in and up north. There's the other big block there. Bit of a leak going on around the diff.
Torque a couple of these bolts.
I want to pop that cover off pretty soon and just replace all the fluids. Yeah, both the differentials could use it. Be nice to see them too. Nice to get under the truck too and just look up. The bottom of the bed's really, really good shape.
Relatively speaking,
certainly lots of surface rust starting everywhere, but
that's Canada.
Nothing too bad. As long as I deal with it before next winter, which I plan on. All right, well.
Lots of room to work with great with that.
Yeah, let's get something swapped out. And here are the instructions. First of all, if you are a religious person, Skyjacker is definitely the company for you. Now flip it over, and here's everything that we're going to need. Of course, the installation begins with removing the old parts. Now, to be fair to Skyjacker, the instructions do tell you to start in the front and then move to the back, and they also tell you to remove everything at once and then put everything on all at once. We didn't exactly follow those instructions. Worked pretty well for us. I'm not sure it made any difference. So as you can see here, we started in the passenger side rear, and we did the rears first, and we did them one at a time, and it worked out pretty well for us. Getting everything lined up is a little bit of a challenge. This truck is old, everything is a little bit bent out of shape, so we had to massage some of the mounts, but we definitely made it work. Before you start a job like this, make sure you get a good penetrating fluid and hit all of these old rusty bolts. That's gonna help you get everything free. Here you can see we had a pair of high lift jacks that we were using, and even if you did this down on the ground, these are a crucial component because once the suspension is disconnected, there's nothing supporting that axle, so you need the jack there. And you can see as we were trying to kind of fit the leaf springs into place and fit the little pin that goes right into the axle into place, we were using those jacks to move things up and down a little bit. That was helping us to get a little bit of clearance here and there. So make sure you get a good jack down there that you can manipulate easily while you're working on the suspension.
All right, shock's coming off, and let's grab one of our new shocks here. Looks pretty fancy. Can't wait to see how they feel. Yep, I can put a hand on it. I got it.
That one looks super long.
It's longer than that one.
It's longer than those two. No, these two things. I think those two might be fronts. So once we get this, we'll have to change those out. Because you see how they're shorter on that left front? Yeah. So I think those two might have been the two fronts. That's alright, let's get this in.
All right, everybody, we're getting there. There's leaf and a shock in there. This shock's going in, leaves are in there. Everything needs to be tightened up, but the rear's almost done. All right, Matt's working up there on the front now, and I'm setting up these leaves. So I got everything nicely sprayed with silicone, and you got to insert these bushings. Once those shims are in, you got to put in these sleeves. You can see one's thick, one's thin. The thin one goes up front, and the thick one in the back.
Take all the original sub 41 out on there.
Alright, we're getting there now. So we got this front corner on, but you can see the sway bar right here is connected right into that plate. So we got that one on super loose. We're going to leave her loose, and then we got some play in the sway bar. That should help us get this one off, and one more leaf pack to go. Yeah, so this one, same thing. We're going to have to just
Here, let me pump the axle back up a bit.
hit it with the hammer, make it a little wider. Over the years, those fittings get a little bent out of shape. Perfect. Okay, new U-bolt going on, front passenger side. You can see here it's important, you got two different lengths. This is the only one that's like this. We didn't figure this out the smart way. We figured it out by installing the wrong U-bolts and then realizing, oh, they're different lengths.
Got them now, though.
Yeah, we got them now. This obviously comes down over this part of the differential here. And yeah, that side's almost all done. This side's almost done too, so we're getting close to the end. All right, chocks are in, leaves are in. Now we just tighten her up. And give her a buzz. Okay, so last step here is this steering stabilizer shock. And the kit does come with
we have to torque everything still, sorry.
Oh yeah, no, we'll torque everything down. But the kit comes with a pair of them. We're just gonna replace the one that's already here. Problem, right?
The last bolt.
And the bolt's in. It's just the bit that's on there. Come on, socket.
Big fiber.
It's not even old and rusty like the rest of them were.
There
it is.
Woo.
Beautiful. And there's our steering stabilizer right there. It's fresh.
Everything's tight.
Alrighty, we're just about ready to drop it. Just giving it the final torquing here. And once it hits the ground, we'll have to torque everything once more. But this should be pretty solid. We did lift the diff here to kind of
Simulate a little road weight. Oh, wow. Oh, close, we're close. So what were your overall thoughts of installing this Skyjacker suspension kit?
Pretty simple. Things could have been labeled a little bit better in terms of like where, you know, each one of the U-bolts needed to go, which one of the shocks were supposed to go, whether they were front or rears. We figured it all out by process of elimination, which is not that confusing, but it would have been nice to see a little label on there. Besides that, I'd say it was pretty simple, really. The biggest issues we had were more with Big Green and just the fact that everything on this truck is old and rusty and kind of bent and nothing's quite straight anymore. And so all the struggling that we did was really dealing with the truck. Yeah, no, the install was easy. The hoist certainly helped, but we could have done this just with jack stands. And we did it in an afternoon. And I don't think that would be any different if this was just on jack stands.
No, we started at 2 o'clock and it is now 7:30.
7:30.
So 5.5 hours with 2 guys and a hoist.
Well, one and a half guys. I'm trying to shooting and helping, so someone's always got a camera. Okay, moment of truth. Everything's installed. Bring her down. Hopefully the wheels don't fall off.
There we go. I just wanted to kind of see where we were going. That's it, she's on the ground.
Yeah, let's take a look. We're measuring the ride height here. So before it was at 41 and a half, and now we're at 42 and a quarter, 42 and change anyway.
3/4 of an inch.
So yeah, about 3/4 of an inch, this thing went up. Now again, we were on a 4-inch lift, and this is a 4-inch lift, but I'm assuming over the years that thing probably settled. Again, crappy block lift versus real suspension. Now let's see if we're any different in the front.
This was 110 centimeters. I
Yeah,
don't remember.
110.
No change in the front. Almost identical.
There it is.
So
Yeah, basically the same.
Next to no change in the front.
So basically just a little bit more rake. The rear popped up a little bit. And there she is. Looks kind of the same, doesn't it? Well, that was sort of the point, right? We're still on a 4-inch lift, but all the changes here are going to be where you can't see them. She should feel way nicer. I can't wait to get in and go for a drive. So, any quick first impressions? It didn't fall apart, that's good.
Made it all the way around the dealership.
Yeah,
That's the important thing.
Anything good, anything bad?
Everything seems to be going great.
All right, good news. All right, we got one more upgrade to do. It's the most important one. Let's do it. All right, everybody, here comes the most important upgrade. Got to have the sticker to make sure people know what this thing is. I even got a nice spot in the window right here for it. There it is. Maybe I'll have to get another one. This K got messed up, so did the eye, but whatever. It's rough around the edges, just like Big Green. Hi again, everybody. It's the next day now, and I'm still out here driving around in Big Green. And right now, I want to do a little demonstration for you guys and myself. I'm going to hit these train tracks, and we're going to see how the new suspension feels. So there's 45 kilometers an hour. It's about 30 miles. It is so much better than it was before. With the block lift in, hitting those train tracks, and these train tracks are right by my house, so I hit them all the time. With the lift, it was boom, it really smashed down on this truck. You felt it all the way through the truck. With this Skyjacker suspension, the truck just nicely kind of loafed its way over the suspension. I could feel it working underneath me, twisting and articulating. Dang, this really made a big difference. That's it for this one, guys. Thank you so much to Skyjacker for supplying the suspension here for the truck. It makes Big Green better in every single way, and I still can't wait to get it off-road and feel the leaves out there. Plus, the install was quick and fairly painless. Sure, we did use a hoist, which makes it a little easier, but even with jack stands, it's not going to be too tough. And that's the beauty of owning an old pickup truck like this. Everything is dead simple. You can basically just look at it and figure it out. So, thank you again to Skyjacker. That's it for this video. Go below, comment, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and then come right back here to the channel for the latest news, views, and real-world reviews. See ya.